What's going on, folks? How is everyone tonight? Hopefully, you've had a great Friday, much like I have. I just got home from the range. I was on the range with my buddy Tyler, and we had a fantastic time. There may or may not have been a belt-fed weapon involved. It was a good time. Tonight, I am streaming on Kick, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. That's right. You heard that. Actually, I need to check and make sure that my TikTok is actually streaming, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Let's mute that. Oh yeah, it is showing me live. All right. I'm gonna hop into TikTok. Oh geez, we got people in here in the TikTok chat. Make sure you drop likes. It's not gonna be the whole stream. The whole stream's not gonna be on TikTok, but those of you consuming this on YouTube and TikTok, if you'd like to, you can head over to Twitch, and that is where the majority of the stream will be once I decide to wrap it up for those two platforms for the night. Either way, let's do a quick roll call. Let's see who's here. I know Snowox is here. Valk's here. B's here. Beltfed, of course. Maximus is here. Jeez. Potato Chip is here. The usual suspects. All the people that I would expect on a Friday night. We are going to dive into some stream discussion. And then what else do we have on the docket for tonight? What game do you want me to play tonight? Because last night I was made fun of for my prowess in Arc Raiders, which personally I think I'm good at that game, but the chat said otherwise. Let's see. What a brother got to do to use that belt fed? Oh, a whole lot. Snowox, come on. Snowox, don't say. This is a family-oriented chat. We're not going to say things like that. Let's get. Let's see here. Apparently on TikTok, some of the comments have been filtered out. We're just getting started, and some of the comments have been filtered out. If you're not watching this on YouTube, I don't know how to drop the Discord link in that chat. This is a wholesome chat, Snow. How dare you? All right, let's get another window open. Why are you squinting? I'm not squinting. Geez, so many windows open right now. Okay, cool. We can full screen that. We got a first-time chatter here. We got a first-time chatter. Cookie Monster, I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you came over from TikTok. What range do I go to? That is the question that Cookie Monster Actual is asking. What range do I go to? Well, you see, it's privately owned land. I don't like public ranges. I don't like going and shooting with strangers. Oh, Adam's here. Shout out to Adam. Adam and I had a great conversation today. And I'm not name dropping, but do follow Adam, because there is going to be a series of raids that happens. If I see Adam on, Adam's getting raided. Let's see. Fair enough. Yeah, I shoot at private ranges. Every now and then I'll go. So I've been to some of the bigger ranges in Vegas and in Texas, but ultimately, private ranges is the way to go. Let's see. I do have some notifications on. Oh, wow. I have a tweet that is doing numbers right now. And by doing numbers, I mean it's been reposted. Okay, let's do this. Let's go to my bookmarks. Then we're going to hop into the green screen. We're going to hop into the green screen, and then we'll get the ball rolling. Give me 1 second. We'll get some green screen going, and then it's off to the races from there. All right, give me a second. All right, we got the green screen going. We're all set. So I just saved this one. Let's see. Fair enough. All right, I just saved this one. There was something else. What big range have you been to in Texas? Oh, you know. Let's do this. Let's go to my profile. I'm gonna show you the thing that caught me off guard the most, to the point where I had to download the video before it got deleted. And I don't know how this is gonna do on TikTok, but we'll see.
That Jeffrey Epstein just had a completely different life that he just did not tell you about. And it may also have included being a spy. I mean, clearly.
Telling me that he worked for the Mossad would have given him a get-out-of-jail-free card. I could have gotten him no jail time. If he had told me he worked for the Mossad, for the CIA.
Could have gotten him a get-out-of-jail-free card if he says, hey, I work for the Mossad or the CIA. Tell me, Mr. Dershowitz, how does that, so that guy that's talking, that is Epstein's attorney. How would working for any agency grant you clemency, grant you a get out of jail free card for being a PDF? How does that work? Try to catch you slipping. You can't catch me slipping. I don't slip. It baffles me.
It would have been a slam dunk for me to go to whoever I had to go to, even up to the President of the United States.
It would have been a slam dunk for me to get him out of jail if I just said, hey, he's working for the CIA. Oh, he's working for the CIA? Carry on. He's working for Mossad? Carry on. Think about that for 2 seconds. Matter of fact, don't think about it because it's just going to stress you out because it's stressing me out. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit.
And I would have gotten him a deal with no time at all.
Hang on a second. You mean if he'd said he was
Just saying the
working
quiet
with the
part out
Mossad
loud.
or CIA, then
Right.
he would get off being a pedophile?
That's right.
Could it be
Of
that
course.
Jerry
Can I say that to get out of a speeding ticket? You can try, but I don't think that'll work. Oh, here we go. It's today on the range. It's today. Now, what I didn't photograph was me or us having to take this whole thing apart because of some user error issues going on. Let's go to my bookmarks. We'll go to my bookmarks. All right, so apparently people are really upset by this. People are really upset by this. So I'm going to show you the original video. It says, in a world full of Colin Kaepernicks being Alyssa Liu. So this is her during the ceremony after getting her gold. If it loads, please load. If my internet is tanking, let me know. That would be an absolute tragedy if that happened. Either way. Oh, wait. Of course it was loading. Now, granted, she had the wrong hand there for a second, and that's okay. I understand being nervous. She's young. But she won gold. Her nation's anthem is being played, and she's rendering the proper respect. She's not taking a knee. She's not showcasing herself. She's not grandstanding and saying anything outside of, let me show the proper respect because I represent my nation. And so this person, Paul, says, in a world full of Colin Kaepernicks being Alyssa Liu. And someone immediately says, holy crap, Republicans are so dumb. One singular ounce of research. See, that's where it stops. You don't need any research. When you see someone having their nation's anthem played and they render the proper respect or the standard for that nation and for that anthem, that's where the argument's over with. Because the difference between her and Colin Kaepernick, she might stand or she might believe in some of the same things that he believes in, but her behavior when her national anthem is being played, when she's representing the nation on a world stage, is completely different. No matter the research, no matter what she said or done in the past, the music plays, she got the gold, she's doing the right thing. Or she's doing the thing that the people appreciate. And the fact that someone had the nerve to just say, oh, she's woke. Let's see. You sure she wasn't born here? She's actually Russian, but moved here after her dad got arrested in Russia. Who knew? I thought she was born. I thought everything that I saw said she was from California. Who knew?
I definitely do really care about what our country is doing, and I think it is really important also to, notice like the faults in our own. Important to notice. Important to notice. Government. Yeah, very, very similar to my dad.
But she's right, because I too am aware some of the buffoonery and shenanigans that are taking place in our government. I'm sure we all are aware of that. And that is concerning. So I agree with that statement, even though they're painting this as some sort of woke, super woke statement. It might be. But guess what? We're all concerned. And if you're not concerned, well, I'm concerned, because that's a red flag.
Yeah, things are a little rough. A little rough in our countries.
Also,
but
true.
I think every government has its issues. There's
Also,
so many protests
true.
that are going on, and I've attended, and it's, yeah, I mean, coming from a family of immigrants, I think immigrants deserve rights. I think it's a little
100%.
silly, especially
100%.
in America.
I think immigrants deserve constitutional protections. I think immigrants deserve constitutional protections. What kind of immigrants are we talking? Well, you know. You know. You know. You know exactly my mindset on this. Let's make sure that TikTok hasn't gotten banned yet. No, we're still here. Let's see. Congratulations. Wait, what is this? We got a first timer at Bragg here. Congratulations, Private Dixon. Oh, One Punch is here. Hey, everybody. My friend, One Punch Dad is here. He might still be here. He might not be. Either way, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Glad to have you here. Hope you hang out for a while. Head over to the Twitch, because that's where the buffoonery really takes place. All right, let's see what else we got going on, because we obviously have not been banned on TikTok yet. My dad is an immigrant. Shout out to Snow Ox's dad for migrating here. Here we go. Mitch McConnell. Why is this dude is up for re-election this year? Look at this man. I don't have to play the audio from the video. This man is up for re-election this year. Completely stumped. He almost got deported in the 80s. Good Lord. Same.
Bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Get this man out of here. Get this man out of here. Sir, are you good?
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to your press? Do you want to say anything else to the press?
Oh my gosh. What I want to know is there are people that blindly supported, well, we're not going to get it. Well, we will get in. They blindly supported someone similar, close in age, who was in a position of power, and they turned a blind eye to this. Or they turned a blind eye to or they didn't like the other guy, they liked this guy. This is crazy. Dianne Feinstein literally died while in office, while holding her position. Let's see, black suit with a red tie and glasses, an actual doctor. That dude should have just said, no more questions. No more questions. Of course, with it being Olympic season, I have to show you this. Because you guys may or may not know this, but this woman single-handedly colonized Australian breakdancing. Colonized. She had a network of people who were on the board to select who's going to represent the country. And somehow, she ended up representing. These are moves that I can do. These are literally These are moves that I can do. I should not. What do we do? Oh, Mr. Creamy just raided. Listen, Mr. Creamy, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate every single raider. I hope that you consider subscribing and following. Maybe not in that order. But today, yes, today is my affiliate anniversary, and our goal is partner. Listen, in order to make partner, I have to average, I think, 75 viewers in 6 streams. So far for the last 100 days, my average is 15. So we're almost there. We're closer there now than what we were, but we're working on it. Shout out to all the raiders. Shout out to the first-time chatters in here. I greatly appreciate it. Honestly, I see big things. Oh, let's go. The Amusing Mew. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll give you some theme music. The Amusing Mew. Just follow. So we got some 1980s music for you. Thank you so much. I'm doing my part. You are doing your part. 15. Listen, 15's not bad. 15's not bad. Back in the day when I first started, well, not the first run, but the second run, 9 was the highest number that I hit. So averaging 15, I stream every day. I literally stream. Let's see, King was 200 in 1980. No, I wasn't. I stream every single day. Some days I don't, because I got stuff going on with the kids. But either way, today's the affiliate anniversary. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate everybody who's here right now. You guys, honestly, had a conversation about you guys today. Everyone who's in my chat every single day, I appreciate you all. Let's get back to this lady colonizing breakdance. Actually, let's. I don't want to listen to this music. I don't want to see this lady flopping around stage doing moves that I could do. In no world is it okay For me, I'll be lurking. Take care of the doggo. Oh, much appreciated, man. Give the doggy extra treats. King went to high school with the Apostle Paul. That was a good one. That was a good one. Thank you. What was I saying? Okay, so never should someone like me, the average American, tune into the Olympics and see people doing things that I can do. That might be controversial. That might be a hot take. I'm in fairly good shape for my age. We're not going to talk about my age. But watching the Olympics and seeing something that you can do, it just doesn't. Curling. I've never curled. I might be good at it. I don't know. It takes a lot of skill. Well, unless you're from Canada. All right. Oh, this one got to me. Because anytime I see not Elon Musk, I'm like, all right, let's take a look. American dads won gold. That's true, but they're also elite at their sport. The only thing well, never mind. All right, so anytime I see not Elon Musk, I'm like, all right, let's see what he's got. So it says, hey, Grok, so what if I gave everyone on Earth $1 million? And look at Grok's response. That'd be about 8 quadrillion injected into the economy overnight, far more than the global money supply. Prices would skyrocket, hyperinflation, making that million worthless for basics like bread. Fun thought experiment, but it crashed the economies. I'm illiterate. What's your plan B? I don't know. Personally, I would like $1 million, but I would like to earn. I don't want to be given $1 million. I'd like to earn it. We're on our way. All right, let's see here. Boeing announced Wednesday that it will shift its defense, space, and security HQ back to St. Louis after relocating to Chicago, then Arlington, Virginia in 2022. So this is amid all of the stuff that Spamberger's doing. Let's see. Did it just something to hang out and do? Well, I don't hang out, so. All of the taxes, all the new proposed taxes and laws and all this legislation that's being proposed in Virginia, in the state where I currently reside. I know I just doxed myself, but most of you know that. They're going to St. Louis. So that'll be fun to see how that plays out. Let's see. Congratulations, Alyssa Liu. This is from House Republicans. I guess this is their official Twitter page. Congratulations to Alyssa Liu, Olympic champion. And then Roy, our buddy Roy, says, claiming immigrants and their children when it's convenient and useful for you. Effing spineless snakes. I think I responded to this one, or I might have quoted it. Let's go to my profile, because I'm pretty sure I did quote this one. Oh, here it is. Claiming immigrants who migrate lawfully and their naturalized citizen children who were born here post-legal migration. So listen, this was when I was under the impression that she was born here. She might not have been. But then let's see. This guy says, Department of Homeland Security is yoinking people lawfully migrating. I have not personally witnessed this, and I don't think this was proven through just a post on X. But I won't doubt it. I won't doubt it because I've been wrong before, and I might be wrong again. All right. So here we go. Good morning. To the people mad about ICE, we have a bigger and more dangerous problem. I want you to look at this.
They know what's going on, though. We got from 85th.
This is from Chicago. They're claiming they own the block.
All the way down to 85th Mark. We run this both ways on my daughter, nigga. 89 is really y'all shit. Through this bitch doing anything over 25, we find it up. We come our way, it's more than 150 come. No, none with hiccup.
Fatherless behavior. Fatherless behavior. All right, let's go back to the bookmarks. Actually, let's make sure the TikTok. I don't want to get banned on TikTok, as I'm sure you can tell. Let's see what else we got in here. He was first elected during the Hayes administration. Good Lord. Hood Ratty Matty is here. Shout out to Hood Ratty Matty. Make sure. Oh, geez. 1.7K likes on TikTok. Let's go. Let us go. Wait. My green screen isn't showing on TikTok. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, cool. There it is. Just had to refresh. I was concerned there for a second. All right, let's get back to it. I thought guns were illegal in Chicago. Same. All right, where were we? Oh, check this out. So, I'm going to read you this first. Imagine this being your public safety system. A guy shows up at a woman's door in the UK at 2 a.m. and reportedly just stands there staring. Police don't lock him up. They take him to a hospital, then he's released. And the solution they gave her, if he comes back again, call us. Look at this. If this is at my house, it's on site. If this happens at my house, I'm not going to say what I'll do, but I'll address the situation, then I'll probably call the authorities. That way it's on a recorded line. It's on a recorded line, and they can hear everything that goes down. And ultimately, I'm going to FOIA that recording, and that's going to be my legal defense. Clack, clack. I didn't say that. Snowhawk said that. I didn't say that. I would never threaten violence, but if someone shows up at my... Like, what country do you think this guy's from? Do you think he's a citizen, or do you think he's a migrant? I don't know. All right, let's see.
There, folks.
All right, I have to show you this one. I got to full screen it because this is insane. Anti-ICE agitators pursuing an ICE agent. This is actually insane.
This white SUV and this blue car swerving and speeding.
Is that a Subaru?
Trying to block this ICE agent. ICE agent here swerves as if he's gonna take the exit and then goes right back onto the freeway, and then these two demis crash into each other.
Not smart. Did we? I think we might have watched this one last night. Oh, Brad's consuming this stream on YouTube. Shout out to Brad. Thank you so much. I think we did this one already. We might not have. Commies reward their cronies. I don't know if we watched
Equity, 4.6 million. Commission on racial equity. 835,000. Commission on gender equity. 260,000 for Department of Education. Chief Diversity Officer. 301,000.
Chief Diversity Officer. All of these programs are all people that are his friends. They're all people that are his friends, and he's throwing a lot of cash at them. A lot of cash, considering the $9 billion deficit. Also considering the fact that they're having to tap into their rainy day fund and their retiree benefits fund. Can you imagine? You work 40 years for the city. You work 40 years for the Department of Sanitation. You retire. You're sending your kids to college. You think that you're living the life that you've earned over the last 40, let's say 30 years. You get a notification one day. Benefits have run out. Not because it is reckless spending, but because we gave the Chief Diversity Gender Officer $4.6 million.
For 3 FDNY civilian Chief Diversity Inclusion Officers. There's a title for you. And 118,000 for an FDNY Chief Diversity Inclusion Officers. Is that necessary stuff? You can't cut that back? Equity?
They just want free buses, man. Free buses. I thought communism was going to work this time. It's one train that's never late. There might not be any free buses, but that is one train that is never late. Here we go. More people on the list.
And really good.
This is the crazy thing. Okay, well,
If they find enough evidence and really good evidence, because that list has a lot of crazy names on it, and it's almost like a way to muddy the waters so that you say, oh, Whoopi's on the list, right? And so am I think. Why?
But
because
we can't pick and choose.
So am I think. You know you're on the list. You know you're on the list.
Let me finish this, please. We're on the list because we were at a party or a wedding or something that somebody might have been. That's what I found out anyway.
Yeah, no,
I was at Trump's wedding to Marla.
Right.
Maybe Epstein was there too. Who knows?
I don't know.
Maybe, Joy, you know, if we're going to vilify every single person that's on the list, guess what? You're a villain. And here's what you say to get out in front of that. Guys, listen. I know I'm on the list. I know my name is on the list. I attended an event. His people sent an email to my people. We responded. I'm on the list. It is what it is. I never partook in any of the shenanigans. There's no allegations of me being connected to. But here's the thing is that people that are on the list have been dragged through the mud, rightfully so. Rightfully so. But don't say, oh, I might be on the list because I might have gone to a party. I might have gone to a wedding. Really, we're not buying it. We're not buying it.
So that means that I'm not guilty, obviously.
I'm-
But these other ones, how are you going to decide who's really guilty and who's not?
Well, I
it's
think
very
it's.
tricky.
I think.
They're all
I
guilty.
think I think it's very clear because if you look, you know why my name is there. Because someone was looking for a plane, and that's what people do. They go to all.
A plane? For what, Whoopi? Who was traveling on the plane? Who was flying the plane? Where was the plane going? What else is your name on the list for?
People who have private planes and saying, "Do you have one?"
And you didn't get on the plane.
I didn't get on the plane. I didn't know they were looking for a plane.
Yeah.
I had no idea that the plane that I was.
So what if this is anyone else's defense? I didn't know. I didn't know. I can't be guilty because I didn't know. We're not buying it.
Supposed to be on was no longer available. So I'm named in there like Whoopi Goldberg needs a plane.
But there are a lot of people that are
Marilyn
named.
Monroe is on the list.
Yes.
There were plenty of people that.
So now they're trying to discredit it by saying Marilyn Monroe. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Oh, I did see this today. So Eileen Gu, born and raised in America, attends Stanford, lives in the U.S., but chooses to compete for the CCP-controlled China, which, by the way, there is still slavery in China, a country that legitimately has slaves. Reportedly takes millions in payments from Beijing Sports Bureau. Right side, Alyssa Liu, also born and raised in America. Now, someone said that she wasn't born in America, which we're gonna fact check. We're gonna fact check that one. Daughter of a Tiananmen Square protester who fled communist China, turns down any offers from China, stays loyal, and proudly fights for Team USA. She was. Oh, okay. Okay, so you're mixing up Gu and Liu. Liu is okay, yeah, because she's like from like northern. She's like from the Bay, or she says she's from the Bay. I don't know. Jury's still out on that one. Yeah, but apparently she crashed. Eileen's got some real backlash, and I haven't kept up with the Olympics at all. Only thing I see for the Olympics is on X, and on other social media platforms. But it's not looking good for her right now. Here we go. Driver who ran a red light and killed an elderly man in Indiana has been identified as Singh Sukhdeep, an illegal alien from India. How did he get a CDL? Women won gold in hockey. Let's go. How did he get a CDL? They said he blew. Is this a real ID? I know it says temporary, but is this a real ID? Fact check that. Oh, here's old Mitchell again. All right, Mitch McConnell confirmed he's voting no for the SAVE Act. Mitch McConnell is 83 years old and is so cognitively impaired he couldn't even answer if he's running for re-election in 2026. That's crazy.
Okay.
Senator, you're up for election in 3 short years. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing you.
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
He don't know. He don't know.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
You're going to need more than a minute. You're going to need more than a minute. Get this guy out of here. Brother. It's too much. All right, let's see. Devin T01 on TikTok says, "I know you're smooth." Why does everybody say that? Why is that even a, how is that even a thing? How is that even a thing on TikTok still where people think that I'm this guy? I'm not. King, I'm about to use vulgar language. Let's hear it. Bro should be in a home. Agreed. So what if we know AI we know of is capable? I don't understand what you're you might have to retype that one, dude. I might just be stupid. King is an actor on Fallout named Maximus. No, I'm not. What's the government capable? Listen, they're capable of a lot. Star Trek just got its first gay Klingon. Star Trek just got its first gay Klingon. We know what the writers in Hollywood are doing. We know what they're doing. We know what they're doing. A war culture in space would totally care. I'll leave that alone.
Why are Republicans so interested in Bill and Hillary Clinton? It's because they're trying to distract from the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, thousands.
We want to know everyone who's on the list. We get it. Here's my thing, though. The Biden DOJ, and I'm not taking sides. You guys know I will not. I have a very common sense approach to everything, most things. The Biden DOJ had the Epstein list. They had all these files that have just been recently released, and now everyone's saying Trump, 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 Trump. Why didn't they release it? Obama had it too. Let's see. Epstein was convicted in 2008. He obviously had a lot going on then. Then again in, was it 2016, 2017? He had all this stuff has been going on the whole time since his first conviction that he didn't serve jail time for. I'll say that again. His initial conviction in 2008, he did not do 1 day of jail time.
And thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children, of Donald Trump threatening to kill children. So I encourage your press to go look at these allegations. And
we want to know everybody, not just the people that you disagree with and have a disdain for. We want to know everybody because we disagree with all of them and we have a disdain for all of them. We have a disdain for all of them. You and I, if you're in this chat and you don't agree that harming children is bad, leave. Leave. Sorry, just got 2 notifications on my phone. I know that's not professional, but sometimes I have to be in touch with those who try to be in touch with me.
highly disturbed that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche just got the law wrong. Yesterday, he said, essentially, that it is not a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that's...
I will definitively say that it is indeed a crime to party. If you told me today, said, hey, would you like to go to a party? Yeah, cool. I like parties. Free food. Have a good time. Yeah, I'll go to a party. Oh, also, it's being hosted and put on by someone who's a convicted offender. Excuse me. Convicted offender. They're on a list. They can't go within 100 feet of a school or a playground. Do you still want to go to that party? The answer is always no. The answer is always no. I would argue that partying with Epstein, I'm not going to say it's a crime. It's not far from it. I don't believe everything in the email stuff seems like there's a lot of that going on.
That's actually not correct. If Jeffrey Epstein was human trafficking minors for these sex parties, and you show up and patronize the establishment,
that's a crime. That's a crime. Human trafficking, and you're partying and you're benefiting from the trafficking of humans, even if it's not children, and you're benefiting from the trafficking of humans, that's a crime. Because now you're an accessory. And that, by definition, is a crime.
At that party, yes, you're guilty because patronizing is part of the law, the federal sex trafficking law. So Deputy General Todd Blanche just got that wrong, which maybe explains why they aren't investigating all these folks, including Donald Trump. He needs to read the law and investigate these people. But
here's the thing is that when something like this comes up, it says, pizza party groups, there's a problem. Anytime there's something like this and the people on one side are only pointing a finger across the aisle, that's wrong. That's wrong. If you genuinely care about people, these helpless young women that were being and still are being trafficked, that is a problem. If you don't have a problem with that on your own side, and you're not willing to call out the people that you call your team, that's a problem. All right, let's see what's going on here on TikTok. Still nothing. There's one viewer here right now. Viewer here. One. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Also needs to resign, not only for not knowing the law, but a massive, not only screw up, but the biggest privacy violation in history. They release a lot of pictures of minors unredacted, just violated the privacy of these girls.
But here's the thing. When you have a crime like this, can you not show the evidence? Can you not showcase the evidence of the actual crime? Kind of while they paint whistleblowers in Hollywood as crazy people. Then listen, Mel Gibson, Michael Jackson, we're finding out that Michael Jackson would bring kids to Neverland to keep them from going to places like, I don't know, St. Jeff. And if you don't know what St. Jeff is, it's a small island that's shaped like the Nickelodeon symbol somehow.
Is uncalled for what they did. The one thing that they could not do under this law was to invade the privacy of these women now who were girls at the time who were victims.
Oh my gosh. People hate Trump so much. There's a verse in the Bible about addressing the speck in your brother's eye while you have a plank in your eye. And that's a lot of what's going on. Now, I'm not saying that he's completely innocent, because personally, I don't like that. I don't like anybody that's on the list. I'm not on the list. You're not on the list. None of you are. If you're on the list, please leave. None of you are on the list. What are we doing? What happened to common sense? It is not that common. Let's see. I keep getting notifications from TikTok, but it's really weird because there's a handful of people here now. Handful of people. Let's see what else we got. Oh, geez. This is exactly what we need. This is exactly what we need. President Macron says free speech is BS. Of course. Of course he says that.
The speech another way.
Because this speech is free. It is. I almost did it. I owe a burpee. I almost did it. I owe a burpee.
Because, free speech is a pure bullshit if nobody knows how you are guided through this so-called free speech, especially when it's to be guided from one hated speech to another hated speech.
I don't think hate speech is a real thing. Do you remember they tried to rake Eminem over the coals in the 90s for hate speech? Hate speech is free speech. It was determined by the Supreme Court, 2015? Hate speech is free speech. I'm allowed to hate anybody I want, and I can speak on it anytime in any way I want. I just can't make threats. I can't make threats. I could hate people. Now, there's no hate in my heart. There's no room in my heart for hate. I don't hate anybody. There are people I dislike. There are people I disagree with. But calling free speech BS, is France locking people up for tweets and Facebook posts and sharing memes? That's crazy.
I just want to have a transparent road through this.
You want people to be tolerant and go with everything that you say they should go with. Just say that. I want people who, even if they don't agree with me, will say that they agree with me. I want to be coddled. I think being coddled is how we ended up here in the first place. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Oh, let's see what Spam Burglar is saying.
In what we've seen recently, the really, I think, horrifying thing is that now under the new administration, or the Trump administration, where every cross into the United States is considered a criminal act.
It is. Illegal border crossings are federal felonies. If you come here on a visa and you overstay your visa, that is a federal crime. If you're on a work visa, if you're on a travel visa, a school visa, if you cross over just by taking a walk on a Sunday afternoon, That is a crime. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the governor of Virginia. This is the governor of Virginia. Oh, under the new administration, it's considered a criminal act, as it was in the previous administration and the administration before that and the administration before that, all the way back to, Slick Willie, Bill Clinton. Came here in a visa in 94.
In what we've seen recently, the really, I think, horrifying thing is that now under the new administration or the Trump administration, where every...
Wow. Oh gosh, this is a good one. This is a good one. I'm gonna full screen this one because you need to see this and you need to hear what these people are saying.
El Salvador, trying to bring back people who were deported by ICE. Do you support that? Can we get your signature for our petition real quick?
Blind support. He says he's trying to bring back people who were deported to El Salvador.
We just need your name and email. Specifically, we're trying to bring back Edwin Hernandez from El Salvador. And we have to disclose that he is a member of MS-13. He's a self-admitted member of MS-13, but he also murdered 5 people in El Salvador before he came here. But we think he deserves a second chance, you know?
Okay. She says okay to bring back the convicted murderer. She says okay. This is the kind of woman to choose the bear. This is the kind of woman to choose the bear. Is she wrong? Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Specifically, we're trying to bring back this guy here, Melvin Ramos Orellana. We do have to disclose he's a convicted for sexual assault in Honduras. But
she said it's cool with her. She said assault is cool with her. That's cool. Oh, that's cool with me. Who did these people vote for? What is going on? Where if someone says, "Oh, he's convicted of assault," and your response is, "Oh, that's cool with me."
we think he deserves a second chance, right?
Sure.
Now, could you take him in when we get him back? Would you have a place for him to stay?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, because he needs a place to stay when he gets back. You don't have any room? No. Okay. All right, no problem. Thank you.
Here's what you say in that situation. Here's what you say. Hey, we want to bring back people who are deported by ICE. First of all, ICE doesn't deport anybody. Okay, it's all through Border Patrol and Homeland Security. If someone says, "Hey, we want to bring back people who are deported by ICE," my first question is going to be, "Why were they deported?" Oh, well, because they murdered 5 people and they entered our country illegally. And I'm going to say, "No, I'm good. I don't think that that's okay. I'm not going to sign this. Matter of fact, I started to write my email. I'm just going to scratch it out. I don't support that." These people are so hell-bent on their beliefs and what society or what the societal norm is and saying, "Oh, well, HSI is deporting U.S. citizens." The last citizen that I saw that was held for 3 years was under the Obama administration. I'd say the last, 8 years we looked at the numbers for the last 8 years, or excuse me, they broke it up into 4-year periods because by administration. Currently, in the last 365 days, I think there's been something like 600,000, I could be wrong. It might be 600,000 investigations. I don't know how many deportations with a 0.25 margin of error. And the 0.25 applies to citizens that have been detained and released. Not detained, arrested, and deported, because detention and arrest are 2 different things. We know that. Hopefully you know that. 0.025 margin of error, which is a good thing. It's not the best thing, but I would argue 0.025 is better than 0.1. It's a smaller number for those of you who know fractions. It's a smaller number. It blows my mind. It blows my mind that you have high school students and middle school students who can't read on grade level, who can't pass a basic math test, who can't achieve the standard to be what I would classify to be a good student. Let's say a B student. They're reading under grade level. The graduation rate is less than 50%. And they're saying ICE is bad. What do you know? What do you know? You can't read. You can't read. You could probably look at the percentages. You could probably look at it on a sheet of paper and not tell me what you're looking at. And you're going against the thing that they have facts, data, and numbers. Do they get it right 100% of the time? No, that's not what I'm saying. So before anybody hops in the chat and decides, oh, King Picks Media is super MAGA, you've got to realize I'm not. And I never have been. But you also have to realize there's facts, data, numbers. There's information to back this up. And I, by nature, am a researching kind of guy. I do the research, so you don't have to. Let's see what else Spambergler has to say. Let's see. Got to follow you, but I'll be back. All right, hey, dude, it's all good. It's all good. King Picks Media is an old man. Gen Z is statistically the dumbest generation. One, I'm not old, but Gen Z, yes, there's an abundance of stupidity that's apparent on the internet, and it's crazy.
When someone chooses to vote absentee for the first time that they're also voting, there are additional hurdles. And they need to provide a photocopy of their driver's license. For some, it's they need to have a signature that's matched nearly identical to their voter registration. And some of these hurdles might really disadvantage newer voters and particularly younger voters. When someone chooses.
The only thing that discourages people from voting, it's not the ID. The only thing that really discourages people is if people are voting fraudulently. And what I mean by that is redundant voting, going from county to county, polling place to polling place, submitting more than one absentee ballot, or if someone is submitting a vote or an absentee ballot on behalf of someone who has passed away. Surprise, we saw it in 2020. I guarantee you we saw it before then, and we're seeing it now. But the ID is the issue? Oh, voter ID laws. I don't want to vote because I don't have an ID. Go get an ID. Go get an ID. Now, personally, I think the ID process should be streamlined. It should be something that's at no cost, but you should have to definitively provide documentation for who you are. Because guess what? If I leave my house right now and I go down the street and I say, you know what? I'd like to buy a case of beer and a pack of cigarettes. You want to know what I have to have? My ID. If I want to legally drive a car, if I want to purchase a car, do you know in most states, you cannot purchase a car and drive it off the lot without proving that you have insurance. And guess what you need in most places to get insurance? A valid ID. King, your people don't get IDs according to the Democrats. Basketball Americans don't get IDs. We don't get IDs. We don't need ID. What did Too Short say in the song Blow the Whistle? They came with Dre. They don't need ID. If you don't know that song, you're missing out. Oh, gosh. Here we go. Canada.
We're also adding categories for candidates with work experience in transport occupations, including pilots, aircraft mechanics, and inspectors.
They're recruiting for their military. I've done several training exercises with the Canadians. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Identified these sectors as areas in critical need. Strengthening those helps us move goods across the country and to new markets, supporting trade, supply chains, and economic resilience. And finally, we are creating a new category for skilled military recruits to attract highly skilled.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Get out of here. All right, and we're caught up for where we were yesterday. We are caught up for where we were yesterday. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys. Let's check. I'm going to check stream discussion on Discord. Yeah, let's do that. Let's check stream discussion on Discord. Where is it? Here it is. If you're not in the Discord, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? If you're not in the Discord, hop in the Discord because I guarantee you. Let's see. I think I'm in the People's State of Canada. Garage door service in Orange County, California, has just deleted the video in the comments from his TikTok account. What did they post on TikTok? You were hired to do work, not... Wait. Where's the video? Oh, here it is.
that the chain broke. So this is what we got. Motor from 2014. It's very loud, noisy. Customer decided to replace it with the basic motors. Today we got a call.
All right, the owner, family, blah, blah, blah. Browser the Trump as a warning to supporters in the area what they might encounter when seeking services. So did they not do the service? Hey, I don't like who you voted for, so I'm not going to do the thing that makes money for my business. He tripled the price. Insane. Oh, wait, we did this one yesterday. I think I'm caught up. Yeah, I'm caught up. It's time to play some games, folks. All right, what game should I play tonight? What game are we playing tonight? Because you guys know I have an affinity for Arc Raiders. I have an affinity for Arc Raiders. It's my favorite. It's my current favorite. We're gonna get Snow Ox in here. But also I kind of feel like playing some Fallout. Actually, let's do Arc Raiders. I'm sorry. We're gonna play Arc Raiders. Tell me what to load. Let's do this first. Hold on one second. Let's go to our restream channels. All right, so I am gonna end the YouTube stream because we're right at about an hour. I'm gonna end the YouTube stream. For those of you consuming this content on YouTube, make sure you head over to kingpixmedia.com. Click the merch drop down. I have everything from Vertex clothing and bag discounts to some other discounts. There's a ton of discounts that are on the page. We have 800 hours in ARC. Relax. Don't judge me. Don't judge me for how... Look, I have to get good somehow, and I'm still not good at it. Don't be looking at my hours, okay? I'm about to get some more hours in it, first of all. Anyway, if you're consuming this on YouTube, head over to KingPix Media on Twitch. Make sure you follow and subscribe. That's where I carry out a majority of the stream because I'm probably going to go for another few hours. Maybe I did have an echelon after 1 p.m. I had an echelon because I was at the range with Tyler today. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys when I see you. All right, now that the YouTube folks are out of here,